Hello students, let us solve numerical solutions for accounting of share capital for CBSE accountancy 12th standard. The question number 1. Anis Limited issued 30,000 equity shares of rupees 100 each. That means the face value of share 100 rupees. The total number of shares 30,000. So it is payable at installment. The payable at rupees 30 on application and then rupees 50 on allotment, 50 on allotment and then rupees 20 on first and final call. So 20 on first and final call. All the money duly received. Record the transaction in journal book of the company. So let us solve now. Xii Limited. In the books of Xii Limited, we have to pass journal entry. That means in the journal book. The first amount, so the total amount receivable is 100 rupees per share. But on application, we are receiving 30 rupees. That means 30 rupees on 30,000 we are receiving. So if we receive any amount, what will be the journal entry? Either cash to be debited or bank to be debited. Here, bank to be debited. Bank account debit towards what we are receiving that amount? Share application money. So towards share application money. Why we are crediting share application money? Because it is a liability. All liability must be credited. So bank account debit to share application. How much amount? Actually 30,000 shares into rupees 30 per application. That means the share application money we received 30,000 into 30, 9 lakh rupees we received. So this is a first entry we have to pass. As soon as we receive this amount, we have to transfer to the respective capital account. So share application account debit to share capital account. So share application account debit to share capital account. That means the same 9 lakh rupees transferred from share application to share capital. Share application money transferred to share capital. This is a narration. Here also we have to write a narration. Share application money received. Application money received on 30,000 shares at rupees 30 each. We have to write like that. This is a first narration. And then next, on allotment we received 50 rupees per share. So we have to pass due entry. So allotment due entry, share allotment account debit to share capital. How much? 30,000 shares into 50 rupees. So 15 lakhs rupees we have to make due entry for share allotment. So allotment due on 30,000 shares at rupees 50 each. This is a due entry we have to pass. On receipt of share allotment money, the same type of the first entry. Actually the bank account should be debited. Bank account debit to share allotment. So the same 15 lakhs rupees we have received now. Before that we have passed due entry, now we received. So share allotment money, this is a narration. Share allotment money received And then one more installment is there, 20 rupees on first and final call. So we have to pass one due entry. So share first and final call account debit to share capital. So the narration is the share first and final call on how many shares? 30,000 shares at rupees 20 each. That means the amount should be 30,000 into 20. So 6 lakhs rupees. It is a due entry we have to pass. Okay, and then next, the final. On receipt of share first and final call, bank account should be debited. Bank account should be debited to share first and final call. The same amount. Now we have received. So share first and final call on 30,000 shares at rupees 20 received. That's all. Another important question. The question number 4. Rupak Limited issued 10,000 shares of rupees 100 each, payable at rupees 20 per share on application, 30 per share on allotment, and balance 2 calls of rupees 25 per share. That means first call money 25 rupees and then second and final call rupees 25 rupees. So that it will come around 100 rupees total. So 20 plus 30, 50. 50 plus 25, 25. The first call 25, final call 25. So 100 rupees. So we are receiving in installments. The application and allotment money were duly received. So up to that stage, I mean on receipt of the allotment there is no problem. But on first call, all members paid their dues except one member. But except one member holding 200 shares. So 200 shares, what is the due amount? That is 25 rupees. So 200, a shareholder having 200 shares, the value of the first call money 25 rupees, he didn't pay. That means 5,000 rupees we have not yet received. That means it is an asset. It is going to be received in future. So it will be treated as a calls in arrears. So calls in arrears. So next one, while another member holding 500 shares paid for the balance due in full. I mean paid for the balance due in full. That means at the time of first call itself, the another member having 500 shares has paid the money due to the final call also. Final call also 25 rupees. So he has paid in advance. That means 500 shares into 25. So 12,500 rupees he has paid in advance. So it is a liability. So we have to pass like that. And then final call money was not made, pass journal entry and prepare cash book. Here we have to prepare journal entries. And along with that cash book we have to prepare. So if we are required to pass cash book, prepare cash book, so no need of entering all the entries. Only amount received, all the amount received will be entered in the cash book, and then due entry and transfer entry only will be entered in the journal book. So the first entry, Rupak Limited issued 10,000 shares of rupees 100 each, payable at rupees 20 per share on application. So we have received, application money received. So we need not write in journal book, we can straight away enter in the cash book. So cash account debit to share application. That means 10,000 shares into 20 rupees. So 2 lakh rupees we have to enter like that. And then for which we have to pass one transfer entry. Share application should be transferred to the share capital account. So we will enter in the journal book. So share application account rupees 2 lakhs to share capital. So 2 lakh rupees. So share application money transfer to share capital. Share application money transfer to share capital. That's all. And then next one is rupees 30 per share on allotment. That is a due amount. We have to pass due entry. So it has to be passed in the journal book. So share allotment account debit to share capital. How much? 10,000 shares into 30 rupees. That means 3 lakh rupees will be entered here. 3 lakh rupees. This is a due entry we have to pass. So narration we have to write share allotment money due. Allotment money due on 10,000 shares at rupees 30 each. We have to write like that. Okay, on receipt of allotment money, we can straight away enter in the cash book. So we have received application and allotment money were received, duly received. So on receipt of share allotment money, cash account debit to share allotment. That is the amount 3 lakh rupees we have received. And then on first call, for first call we have to pass due entry. On first call, what is the due entry? Actually the due amount 25 rupees. 25 rupees for first call and final call. For first call 25 rupees, final call 25 rupees. So we have to pass first call money due. So share first call account debit to share capital. It is a due entry. That means 10,000 shares into 25 rupees. 10,000 shares into 25 rupees, that is 2,50,000 rupees. Actually we have to receive 2,50,000 rupees on share first call. But one member paid the dues except one member. I mean 200, he is having 200 shares, he didn't pay. That means 200 into 25 rupees, 5,000 rupees one shareholder didn't pay. Didn't pay means actually he has to pay in future. It will be treated as a calls in arrears. It will be an asset. So calls in arrears account debit, another entry, calls in arrears account debit to share first call. So 5,000 rupees, 5,000 rupees. That means what? Actually we had to receive 2,50,000 rupees towards first call. But we didn't get, I mean, what shall I say, 200 shares. At rupees 25 we didn't get, that is 5,000 rupees we didn't get. So how much we would have received? So 2,50,000 minus 5,000. So on share first call, we received 2,50,000 minus 5,000. That means 2,45,000. But at the same time, one shareholder having 500 shares has paid his final call money, that is 25 rupees. Now itself, at the time of first call itself, that means 500 into 25, 12,500 rupees he has paid towards a final call. So this is, it is our liability because we have received in advance, but we have to write it. But we have received cash, so cash account debtor to share call in advance. That means towards share final call. So how much? 12,500 rupees. So if we add, because the final call was not actually, final call money was not made, so you can leave it, you can stop this level. So if we total, so 500 rupees, 7 and then 5 and then 7,57,500 rupees we have totally received regarding, towards the share capital account. So you have to write like that. You have to transfer 7,57,500. So 7,57,500. It is a closing balance. So we have to write it like that, by balance carry down. That's all.